Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you how you can make this neon fluid artwork on Photoshop. So this is a simple one. Here you just need a stock image of any neon object and then you need to apply some distort filters over it. So let's go. Okay, so here's a new canvas I've opened. It is 4000 by 4000 pixels. I got a stock image from pexels.com. I'll put the link in the description for the image that I am using here so that you can follow up. Okay, so here's the image. I'll just scale it a little bit up to fit the canvas, and that's great. Okay, so here are a few things you need to keep in mind while selecting an image. So first of all, you need an image that has obviously a neon object, but you also need to keep in mind that the background is dark. If black is better, but it needs to be dark so that there is a contrast, and so that we can get this kind of this contrast, this effect. So dark background is very important for this effect. Okay, so here as you can see, the background is not really black. It has some soft filter in it and it's grayish bluish kind. So I'll just quickly I'll just quickly put a curves adjustment layer and a point here and bring this down, and as you can see, it increased the contrast a lot and it looks much better now. So yeah, I'll stick with it. Okay, so on to the main effect. So just duplicate this layer for just in case you want to revert back. So now select this layer and go to filters. So first of all, you need to liquefy it. So I clicked on liquefy. Here it is. Okay, so I'm using the forward bob tool. So first of all, I'll distort it a bit with a bigger brush size, about 1800, 1700 something. So I'll just okay, so another thing while selecting the selecting the photograph is that you don't really need to worry about what the object is, because once you liquefy it, it is anyway going to be hard to recognize what the actual image was about. Okay, so next I'll decrease the brush size a bit. Don't worry about these edges, we'll clear them up later. Okay, so this is too small, I think. Let's just keep doing it until we find something that we like. Let's just alternate between brush sizes, and if you want, you can just like maybe twirl it or bulge it maybe. You can just try all sort of things. I'll just stick to the forward bob tool for now. Okay, that's I think that looks fine. Okay, so about these edges, just increase the brush size and yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'll hit OK. This looks good enough to me. Okay, so the liquefy effect is just going to process. Writing mesh data and animate now. Okay, great. Okay, so I'll just bring it. Okay, now yeah. So the liquefy looks solid. So now we need to add some distort filters over here. So first of all, we'll go with wave. Increase the amplitude a bit, maybe like 120 to 150, something around that range, and increase the wavelength too. I think I'll go with something like this. It's 421 and 583, like something around this range. You don't need to be specific. And that's it. So our goal here is to distort the image as much as possible. Now okay, so first let's just take a look here. The first smart filter we added was liquefy. The second one we just added wave. Now we'll add a third filter, which would be twirl. So let's just zoom out a bit. Here we can see whole of the image. Okay, so you don't need to go crazy with it, like just twirl it all the way around. We just need something like something around this 120 or even 150 would work. I'll just stick to 120, 135. Yeah, hit OK, and yeah, that looks good. So this was a third smart filter. Next we'll go with, okay, so here's the most important distort effect, shear. Okay, so my presets are already, my waves are already set, but let me just reset it to show you how I went about doing it. Just a second. Okay, so when you open it for the first time, the shear effect, you're going to find a straight line like this. You don't have these points. I just don't know how to move this. Okay, so you'll find a straight line. So first of all, what you'll do is click the wrap around, not the repeat edge pixels. You have to click on wrap around. Next, click to form these points, like just make one here and pull it. You just need to make the wave really crazy. It is kind of a sine wave or cos wave, but it just need to be like flowing across the the canvas. So as you can see the preview over here, and I think this looks good to me. You can obviously experiment with it, but I really like this one. You can try it out with more or less number of points, or making it a little less crazy. But whatever you do, just make sure that you click on wrap around and not repeat edge pixels, because that is like, so what wrap around does is once you exit from one side of the canvas, the image re-enters from the other side. Okay, so I click OK, and this looks good. So now how it looks is, it looks like some metallic neon liquid is flowing through a plane, and I really like it. Okay, so I really like the effects of I like the flow of the artwork, but I think it looks too simple at the moment. So a really easy way to do to make it a little more complex would be to duplicate this layer, and let's disable the smart filters for a bit, and I'll rotate this image. So it anyway prompts to disable them, so I'll just rotate it and do it, and that's it. Yeah, okay, so the reason it's taking so much time is that it's now recalculating all the smart filters. Okay, what happened? So it's recalculating all the smart filters one by one, so that we can get them according to the new image orientation. This might take a moment. It is writing mesh data. Okay, this is taking a lot longer than expected. Okay, okay, now I remember. Okay, so I need to turn them on. So there it is. Actually, this looks much better than the previous one, and this has this real nice metallic look. Okay, so what you now need to do is just set the blend mode to lighten. Now both the layers are visible. I'll just collapse them, and now adjust the position to whatever you like. I think I'll go with this. Yeah, this looks good enough. Okay, this gives a more complicated look. I'll just okay, I need to bring this one down. Yeah, okay, so it's good. Now I think I don't really like those colors, so I'll just bring up a hue adjustment layer don't really like that aqua bluish kind of thing. No, not that far. Yeah, I think I like these purplish undertones, and I'll just increase the saturation a bit. Yep, I really like that. I dig that. Okay, so now one more thing you need to do over here is add another filter, that is a blur. So I'll add a Gaussian blur. So now this is up to you, but I really like a kind of soft filter around my artworks. So I think 3 pixel. Yeah, let's just go with 3 pixel size. And I think we're done here.